everyone, welcome to Icon UK. My name's Sabrina and I'm from the YouTube channel Love, Laugh and Makeup. I am so excited about the new Hunger Games, and because I love it so much, I'm going to be recreating a look for you from the lovely Effie Trinket. So let's get started. So as you can see, I have already done my base. I've done that purely to save some time because we are going to be doing a lot of work on the eyes and the lips. So the first product is an eyeshadow primer. This is Urban Decay Primer Potion. I love this stuff. I have personally used this for so many years. It's really important that we prime the eyes because she uses extremely bright colours. We all know she loves a bit of colour. So let's go and pop some of that on our lids. It's got that nice sort of thick but not too thick consistency. It's perfect as an eyeshadow base. We're going to be using the one and only electric palette. This is by Urban Decay. So we're going to start off with this lovely pink colour here. Buffing that into the crease and all over the lid. This is going to be our transition colour. So this is basically going to be one of those colours that is in the background and is used to help the other colours blend nicely. I'm going to slightly pull my eye just to get right in this area here and bring that really high because she always has super high eyeshadow. Now I'm going to be taking the medium toned purple in the palette and pressing that all over the lid. Now once we've done that, we're going to need to blend this out again. To do so, I'm actually going to use the exact same brush I used to apply the pink one, just because that's going to help with it blending perfectly, because there might be a bit of product still left on the brush. I'm just going to extend this out a little bit. Just a little bit. I mean, I'm going to be clearing it up anyway with concealer, but I just really want this to have a full-on dramatic effect, but then it still looks quite funky and has a little twist in it. I am going to go for the exact same brush, but I'm just going to use the smaller end, and then I'm going to go for the more darker purple in the palette. This is going to be closest to our lashes. Same brush again to blend. Surprise, we're blending. And you don't have to use these exact same colours. You can go ahead and use greens and blues, whatever colours you want to do, you go ahead and do that. Using a larger fluffy pencil brush, it's a little bit more fluffy, as you can see for yourself, and it's not so tapered towards the end. Now the reason why I'm using this one is because I'm going to apply it to my waterline just on the outer corner, but I don't want the colour to be so concentrated. I want it to just be a nice little sort of shadow of colour, and the colour we're going to be using is the pink colour. Now it's time for some extremely dramatic eyelashes. Now I've got them cut to the exact size that I want them. I'm just going to pop some glue on them and allow them to get tacky. While those get tacky, I am going to wipe off any excess product that is on my face because I do not want that. If you have used quite dark colours, then feel free to use a white, but of course, as I said, I have my base on, so I'm just going to use a brush just to dust anything off my face. I'm then going to go in with concealer. Of course, Effie has an extremely light face, but I'm going to stick to my natural skin tone for this video, and I'm just popping it in these areas to make them look a little bit more highlighted. With a small little round brush, I'm just going to dab those in. So definitely sticking to your colour like I have done will just make it a lot more wearable, a lot more fun. And this will be really good for like fancy dress, Halloween, that sort of thing. What I am going to do now is I'm going to powder my face with some Vichy loose powder. What I like to do is I like to tap some into the lid. So that means I don't get too much product, I get just the right amount. And use the exact same brush, dab it in there. Give it a little shake and just lightly buff that in over the skin. Right, those eyelashes should be ready to be popped on now. As always, before you pop them on, wiggle, 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 wiggle. Make that band nice and flexible so we can pop them onto our eye shape. perfect butterfly kisses. So I'm going to grab the L'Oreal Full Slash Telescopic Mascara. I won't be putting that on my top lashes because I don't want it to look so obvious. I'm going to just run some along my bottom lashes just so they don't look lost amongst these butterfly lashes. Going back to the concealer now, I am going to blank out my lips. I'm also going to use whatever powder is left on my lid and set that in place. I am taking a lip bullet by Topshop. This is a very, very nice bright pink one. And I'm going to be doing a little heart on my lips. I'm going to take the fluffy blending brush, grab that pink eyeshadow and dab it on my lips. Yes, I'm dabbing eyeshadow onto my lips. I'm going to be using my Illamasqua contour palette and I'm going to be using this colour here. I'm going to use the side of the brush and just run it under my cheekbones just to add a tiny, tiny bit of definition. Time for blusher. I'm going for this one here, which is by MAC, and it's a bit of a pearlescent blusher, so it has a bit of a glow. I'm bringing that blush as well up to my temples. It's really going to tie all those colours together. I'm going to just swirl just a tiny, tiny amount of this into the pink eyeshadow. What you do if you don't want a lot on, and bring it to the forehead. I'm going to go ahead and grab some of this MAC Paint Pot, this extremely white colour, because I just think the lips will pop so much more if I also blank them out once again with a bit of this. So a flat brush, just to go round it and dab it out. Taking some of that powder that we used, the Vichy powder, I'm literally going to dab that on as well to set that in place. Also, I'm just going to dab a tiny bit just under there and pat that out. It's going to contrast super nice with those colours, and it's just going to lift those eyebrows so much more. Right, now we want to set all that hard work in place because we haven't done this for nothing. Using my setting spray, whenever you use a setting spray, tilt your head back, let it spritz onto the face, and you cannot talk or move until it is dry because it is setting everything in place. And if you do talk or move, you're going to get lines. Like I said, head back, eyes closed. And here we have the finished result. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching it, because I have really enjoyed recreating this look, because I never tend to go for these crazy looks, and it's been so much fun and I cannot wait for the new film. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below and click here to see an outfit that goes perfectly with this. Subscribe, bye.